Hello everyone, this is Dr.P.Syamala from the Department of MBA IB Acharya Nagarjuna University. And coming to today's topic, this is regarding to the concepts related to the depository system. In previous class, we have studied about the overview of the depository system. Okay, and in this class, we are going to study about the concepts and the process regarding the dematerialization process. Okay, and at the same time, I will simply tell about the functions and features also. Okay, so if we see these concepts, means these are also considered as features only. Okay, so if we see the concepts, means first one is dematerialization, rematerialization, fungibility, international securities and identification number. These are the concepts related to the depository system. And if we want to talk about the features, means we can consider first these three aspects for features: dematerialization, rematerialization, fungibility. Okay, now what is dematerialization? Actually, we have discussed in previous class also, but I am giving a brief introduction regarding this dematerialization. Okay, so dematerialization can be defined as a process in which, at the request of the investor, the company takes back the traditional share certificates. Traditional share certificates means physical share certificates of the investor. Okay, and same number of securities. How much share certificates are taken back by the investor, the same number of securities are credited to his demat account, which is nothing but electronic form. Okay, demat account means we are changing our physical shares into physical shares into electronic form of shares. Okay, so dematerialization is nothing but we are converting our physical share certificates into demat form, which is nothing but the electronic form. Okay, in order to convert our physical share certificates into electronic form, means definitely the investor should have an account which is known as demat account. Okay, online trading. In order to trade securities, he should have demat account. So this is dematerialization. Actually, I have told in the previous class about this depository system. Okay, so depository means we all know that depository means it is it should be in as NSDL or CDSL. It is considered as a depository. Okay, we have only two depositories in India. One is NSDL and the other one is the CDSL. Okay, and it is a company registered under SEBI. Okay, we all know what is depository. Under depository we have two, NSDL and CDSL, and this depository, it should have definitely registered under a company. It is a company registered under SEBI. Okay, SEBI and Companies Act. So definitely it should be registered. Depository should be registered. Then it is an intermediary regulated by the SEBI. So as the depository, it should be registered. Okay, and under SEBI, and at the same time this SEBI regulates this depository system. Okay, and in which securities of shareholders are held in electronic form. Okay, where in this depository securities of these investors are held in this electronic form. Okay, so electronic form through depository participants. We have depository participants. Okay, only through depository participants only investor can trade his securities. Okay, in he can trade securities in the stock market only through the depository participant only by opening the demat account. And this depository participant will be registered in, their name will be registered in depositories. Okay, so and at the same time these depositories names are registered with the company. For example, Zomato is a company. Zomato is having physical shares, so it want to sell its physical shares in the electronic form in demat account. So it has to, this Zomato company has to approach this depository system. Okay, then this depository system will credit all those shares, and those shares will be traded through whom? Through depository participant. Okay, and through this depository participant, investors will buy or sell the shares, okay, which are in electronic form. Okay, this is a dematerialization process. Okay, then procedure for dematerialization. Till now I have said that only. What is the procedure means? First, investor want to open his account. Okay, so here we will see, here depository will be there, company will be there, depository participant will be there. Okay, investor will be there. Okay, so investor want to purchase the purchase the electronic shares. So first of all, investor opens an account with DP. Okay, a demat account should be opened by the investor. Then what? Fills dematerialization request form, which is known as DRF. Okay, DRF means dematerialize request form will be filled by the investor for registering shares along with share certificate. Okay, share certificate is also registered. Okay, then afterwards investor lodges DRF. Lodging is nothing but filing of all his registered share certificates. Okay, so investor lodges DRF and certificates with depository participant. Why? Because investor, he cannot directly have access with the company or else with the depositor. So he will have an intermediary known as depository participant. Through depository participant only he can access with the depository or else the company. Here depository is NSDL or CDSL, and here depository participant may be either, for example, Zerodha, Upstocks, Angel. Okay, all this comes under depository participants who have the authority which is given by the SEBI. Okay, then DP sends, depository participants sends certificates and DRF to registrar or issuer. Okay, so this depository participant sends, he has, depository participants has two-way communication with the depository and with the company also. So now he will send investors certificates with certificates and DRF form, which is request form, with the registrar or else the issuer. Okay, then registrar or issuer, what does he will do? He will confirms the demat to depository. Okay, then depository credits investor account. Okay, so likewise in DP intimates the depository, and the depository intimates to see here, this is 1, this is 2, 3, then this is 4, okay, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so here DP intimates to the depository, depository intimates to registrar or issuer, which is nothing but the company, and these are confirms, these are seen by the company issuer, and he will confirms the shares. Okay, then depository credits investor account whenever the company finalizes. Okay, so this is the procedure for dematerialization. And if we see here, so here this is in represent a graphical form. Okay, so depository participant, investor, depository participant, depository, and here issuer, the company finally. So in previous class only we have discussed, so company will have company will maintain a register. In its register, whose name will be there? Depository's name will be there, which is known as NSDL or CDSL. Okay, so their names will be registered and they will be known as the registered owners. Okay, NSDL or CDSL is known as the registered owners. Their name will be there in the company. Okay, and likewise this depository will maintain register. So in that register, whose name will be there, depository names will be registered here. Okay, so those depository participants may be, as I said before, Zerodha, Angel Brokering. Okay, likewise upstocks, there will be many. Then afterwards we will finally come to the investor. So depository participant will maintain the register of whom investors register will be maintained. Okay, names of the investor. So here we can understand the process, who will communicate with whom. Okay, so now first of all, investor submits DRF, request form. Okay, then depository informs about request electronically. Okay, so depository participant, he will communicate it to the depository, and depository will communicate to the company. Then what does company do? Company will see the certificates. Okay, then it according to the certificates it will approve the demat account. Okay, then afterwards again depository informs to the depository participant, and depository participant informs to the investor, and finally company will credit the investor's account. Okay, demat account through depository participant only. Okay, next one, this is about the rematerialization. Okay, so what is rematerialization? We know dematerialization is changing from physical form of certificate to electronic form, but coming to rematerialization, it is vice versa. Okay, so converting the electronic form to physical form. Okay, electronic form to physical form, this is known as rematerialization. So a client can rematerialize his dematerialized holdings at any point of time. So what is the procedure? Okay, so what is the procedure means, here client submits rematerialization request form. In dematerialized we will see the DRF form. Okay, so dematerialization request form, and here rematerialization request form, RRF. Okay, then DP enters the request in its system, which blocks the client's holdings. Okay, why? Because now he doesn't want to do electronic shares. Okay, electronic trading, so therefore his holdings will be blocked. Okay, so this is done with the help of the intermediary, which is known as depository participant. Then depository participant intimates to depository, and simultaneously DP sends RRF to issuer, which is nothing but the company. Then what does company do? Registrar or issuer prints certificates and dispatch to the client. Okay, so directly. Next one, registrar issuer electronically confirms remat to depository, and client's account with DP debited. Finally. Okay, so this is about rematerialization. Now coming to fungibility. What does fungibility means? Fungibility means that all holdings of a particular security are identical and interchangeable. Okay, they are identical and interchangeable. Means I am giving 100 rupees to you, and you are also paying 100 rupees to me through PhonePe. Okay, for example, then the same note will not be returned by you. Okay, so for example, every note will have certain number. Okay, so the same number will not be the same number note will not be transferred to you. Okay, likewise the same it means that the unique characteristics, or else the distinctive numbers, or else the certificate number, these will not be they will not be what to say, they are not same. Okay, but what to say, the number. Okay, the number will be the number of securities that we have we want to change, so that number will be identical. Okay, the same number, the same amount of shares will be transferred, but the number on them, the distinctive numbers or else the unique characteristics, they will be changed. Okay, so as I said before, the example like this, 100 rupees. Okay, so the same 100 rupees, for example, I have deposited 5,000 rupees in the bank. Okay, the next day I have withdrawn the same 5,000 amount. The same notes which I have deposited Do the bank give the same notes with the same numbers on those notes? No. Okay, so fungibility means that thing. They will give the same amount but not the same number of notes, or else the unique characteristic that which have those notes will have. Okay, so this is known as fungibility. Then this is another feature we can consider as a feature of a depository. Okay, now coming to International Securities Identification Number. So each security issued bears a unique ISIN issued number. Okay, so this number, International Securities Identification Number, is issued by the ISO, International Standards Organization. In India, the task of issuing this ISIN number has been assigned to SEBI to NSDL, because under SEBI guidelines only this depository will act. Then for government securities, who will see means it is done by central bank, which is nothing but Reserve Bank of India. Then each member country has a different code. Okay, let us see what is that code. Here, country, this is the country name. IN will be the country name. Which country? For example, if India means IN. Likewise, okay. Then this will be the numbers. So there will be a specific code and alphanumeric number. Okay, for this 000, this will be the specific code, and this AA means here at alphabetic number will be given here. Okay, so last one is this will be the checking number. So International Securities Identification Number will be given by this, like this. Okay, so this is about the depository system and features also. As I said before, those also comes under the features only. Okay, if we talk about the features are here. See, features of depository: provide legal framework. Okay, so it means it provides legal framework to depository so that transfer of securities could be effected through book entry, and there will be no physical movement of securities will be there. Okay, so this is the first and foremost feature, providing a legal framework. So under that legal framework, under depository, transfer of securities, transfer of deed, share certificates will be transferred in electronic form. For that there is a legal framework. And other one is registered under SEBI and Companies Act. So depositories should be registered under SEBI Act and Companies Act. Then investors' choice to join or not to join. See, here also registered under SEBI and Companies Act. Here it should be registered, the depository should be registered, and at the same time certificate of commencement of business will be also given by the SEBI and Companies Act. Okay, now investors' choice to join or not to join means here investor has every right to join the system, join the depository system or not. He may want to join in depository system, means if he want to join, he can join, means changing of his physical share certificates into electronic form. Or else if he doesn't want to change to electronic form, means definitely he will be in the physical, he can hold his physical certificates only. Okay, so next one is DP, means depository participants. So depositories have its agents known as intermediaries, known as depository participants, and create agreement. So fifth one is create agreement, means here in this depository we will see that it creates agreement between investor and depository with the help of depository participant. Okay, then fungible. As I said before, fungibility means here securities are fungible. We know in previous slide I have explained what is fungibility means. The same the count of the number of shares, or else the number of amount will be same, but not the count will be same, but not the distinctive characters or else the features, it may be changed. Then ownership. So ownership means we have studied about two types of ownership here: registered owner, beneficial owner. Registered owner is regarding to depository, and beneficial owner will be considered as the investor. Okay, then no stamp duty. We consider here no stamp duties will be there in this process, okay, of depository system. Then if we see functions of depository system, for first function is account opening. So definitely it is a mandatory that if we want to trade in demat, okay, if we want to trade electronically, then definitely each and every person who want to trade in stock exchange must and should open the demat account. So that is known as account opening. Without demat account, no person can trade securities in online. Then dematerialization. So dematerialization we have explained means changing of our physical shares, converting into electronic form. That is known as dematerialization, and this function is seen in the depository. Okay, then rematerialization means changing of or else converting electronic certificates into physical shares. Then settlement, fourth one is settlement. Okay, clearing mechanism, we can say this settlement as a clearing mechanism means after trading within t plus 2 days all the settlements should be done. Okay, so the t plus 2 means trading plus 2 days. For example, I have traded my shares on Monday, so within 2 days, that means by Wednesday my account will be settled. Okay, so that is known as settlement of t plus 2 days. Next, IPO or other corporate benefits means under this bonus, dividends, rights to issue, so all this also can be done under this depository system. So these are some of the functions. So under depository, and if at all IPO is known as initial public offerings. For this also the depository will functions for that company. Okay, then creation of encumbrance. Okay, so what does this means? The collateral or security by pledge of shares. So we can call this as creation of encumbrance, means that if we want any loan, means we can go for mortgage of our property. So likewise we can mortgage, which is known as pledge. Okay, pledging of our shares. Even shares can be pledged and loan can be taken. So there is a procedure for this, so we can see that procedure later on. But as far as now, creation of encumbrance means collateral or security by pledge of shares. Okay, then we can get that amount, and afterwards if we repay that amount, again our account will become normal. We can trade again in that account. Okay, so this is about the features and functions of depository. And if we see about other aspects here, see, we will see about dematerialization. So it is a process by which physical share certificates and investors taken back by the company in equivalent number of securities. Okay, and credited is account. Then after that, electronic credit in new issues. So what is this? Investor opens his account with DP. So all this happens in electronic credit only. Submits application with option to hold securities. Registrar uploads list of allottees to depository. Then depository credits allottees account with depository participant. Then refunds sent by registrar as usual. Okay, if at all there is any refund has to be given, then that refund should be sent to the investor by the registrar, or else the issuer, or else the company through depository, and that depository through depository participant ultimately to the beneficial owner or else the investor. And trading system will be separate. Okay, separate course of book entry should be maintained. No, so likewise trading members have to have clearing account with DP. Clearing account, they will maintain the demat account. Okay, settlement as per settlement calendar. Stock exchange means T plus 2 days, trading plus 2 days. Trading can be introduced in any stock exchange if settlement is guaranteed. Okay, so this is about the trading system. And corporate actions means, see here, dividends, cash benefits, these benefits are directly forwarded to the investors. All these aspects we have studied in this features. Okay, functions. Okay, so dividends, cash benefits, these benefits are directly forwarded to the investors. See here features under this functions. Here under these functions, here other IPOs and other corporate benefits. For this point, we can write these things: dividends, cash function benefits. These benefits are directly forwarded to the investor by the company or its registrar and transfer agent, but they should have a bank account here, okay, in order to transfer the cash benefits. But non-cash benefits means, so demat account deals with the bonus, rights issue, etc. These benefits are electronically credited, okay, to the beneficial owner's account, okay. So this is about the depositories system. And if we see about the legal framework, okay, so what is the legal framework means? The legal framework for a depository system has been laid down by the Depository Act 1996. So what is the legal framework means? You need not write a deep regarding all these acts. Just you can give a brief summary regarding these acts, and if at all if they have given in exam means. So what is the legal framework? Who regulates? Who will oversee this depository system means? So first one is the Depositories Act 1996, we all know. Next one, the SEBI Depository Participants and Regulations 2018, and we have also SEBI here also, okay. So one is SEBI Depositories and Participants Regulation 2018, bylaws of depository. And bylaws are the internal laws, okay, memorandum of association, articles of association, prospectus, everything of the depository. Depository is NSDL. As of now we have NSDL and CDSL, and business rules of depository, okay. Then all these are known as the legal framework of Depositories Act. And if we see this, apart from the above depositories, we have also governed by certain provisions. So what are those provisions means? Companies Act, Indian Stamp Duty Act, Securities SEBI, Securities Contracts SECRA, Benami Transactions, Income Tax Act, and Bankers Books Evidence Act, okay. And legal framework for depository system in the Depositories Act 1996 provides for the establishment of multi-depositories, okay. So in this legal framework, not only we not only have NSDL or other things, but we also have a CDSL and other. If we want, we can have also, but there will be some rules. If we want to be a depository, there are certain rules to be followed according to the SEBI. So afterwards we will see all those things, but as far as now, what is the legal framework means? So it can establish, it provides that to have a multi depositories. At the same time, anybody to be eligible for providing depository services must be formed and registered as a Companies Act under registered. They should be registered, okay. Then certificate, one is registration is compulsory, and the other is certificate of commencement of business should be taken from the SEBI also, okay. Likewise, investors opting to join depository mode are required to an agreement, okay. They have to enter into an agreement with depository through depository participant DP, who acts as an agent of a depository, and the agencies such as custodians, banks, financial institutions, large corporate brokerage firms, non-banking financial companies acts as participants of depositories, okay. Companies issuing securities are also required to enter into an agreement with the depository. Why? Because companies don't have the direct access with the investors. So first companies enter into contract with depository to DP to investor, okay. So this is the legal framework, okay. And we know previously I have discussed about this depository system. So this is the depository system.